Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. Just trying to fine tune my yet again, handheld camera. I know I complain about this every time I get on, but just to recap, I bought an adapter for my stand, which is a magnetic one, and it needs some tweaking because when I use it, it shows some of the stand, and I was going to go back to my old one, and I can't find the old one. I think it's fallen off my desk, possibly into the rubbish bin, and I've thrown it away. I cannot find it. So I don't have a workable solution at the moment. Might have to try and resolve that over the weekend. Keep saying that, and then I come to filming and I've forgotten. Anywho, I wanted to show you two more layouts from the Wildflower Celebrations scrapbook kit. So apologies if there's a bit of wiggle because I'm hand holding, but it won't be a long one because of that. I have already shown you two layouts on the January 30th What's Up, so go back and have a look at that. These are two more layouts I've made with the scrapbook kit. They're very pink. You could tone down the pink a little, but there would be definitely some pink in it because of the papers and the embellishments that are left and I've used in these layouts. So I'm going to point those out so you can see. And then at the end, I'm going to show you back to the paper pack, which is quite a bit different. Probably 50% of it's different because it doesn't have, obviously, all the scrapbook kit embellishments, and it does have some extra papers. Okay. Anyway, anybody who remembers Candid Moments, I made a design similar to this on out of that. So this was inspired by that layout. Actually, I didn't bring the little, I've used a punch to produce these. It's actually a hexagon punch. You've got to imagine this is the side of the hexagon, and I might post a photo because I don't want to wiggle my way all the way over there to pick it up while I'm hand holding the camera. But you don't have to cut these, you just cut the strips, and I'll show you a backwards way of using a punch. And so you'll get this exact shape every time, which is nice. So things that are from the scrapbook kit that you won't see in the paper pack are these squiggles here. So that was my starting point. I had these to use. I think it uses them over two different layouts. I've put them all together. This paper here is with the squiggles on it. That's why I use them together. This paper here is not in the paper pack. It's only in the scrapbook kit. Then the flowers. These are part of the die cuts, and I have cut away all of the greenery because I didn't want to bring in the olive green and the yellow flower. I think it was a yellow flower that was next to it as well. So I've cut that away. So that's why there's only a single flower there. They are birthday photos that I'm using. So I have brought in one of the birthday die cuts. And I think there was a little flower that one of the reasons, I'll bring it down, one of the reasons why I covered that up to the side, which I think looks all right anyway. It had a little, one of the flowers here again with an olive on it, and I wanted to cover that up. So I've done some splattering on the background. So if you wanted to de-pink it a little bit, you know, don't use the pink background as I have. And that would bring it down. Hooray Hooray was a sticker from memory. That's on the sticker sheet. So you would get that if you bought the paper and sticker pack. So I'm really happy with that. It hasn't got a lot of photos on it, but I didn't have a lot of photos from that particular theme. So excuse me while I put that out to the side. So this one too is, again, it's a copy of a layout that I did that came from, the March Close to My Heart album retreat. And I copied it back then with a layout that was of mango, completely different colours. This time I've used all of the Wildflower Celebrations. So just looking at the paper pack, so this comes in the scrapbook kit, this green gingham on an angle. In the paper pack you get that in pink, not in the green. You do get this paper here, this stripe with all of the colours in it. In both the paper pack and the scrapbook kit, but everything else in here is just about is pretty much pre-cut myself. There's no die cuts. I'm just reaching for, whilst trying not to move the camera too much, to see what else I have used on this, because I know I have used the Wildflower die cut pocket. So I wanted to show it using as a large banner, if you like. So I've put it up there, and then I've also got it going in from the side here, down from here, and here as well. So this is a great little set. It's the die cuts for birthday celebrations. It does match the stamps, but I think it's a standalone set on its own anyway. I'll try and get some of the glare off that. There you go. So you get the numbers. This part here is this here. It's coming slowly, so I don't make you dizzy. So you have that little bunting piece, and then these were all these pieces here. So a lot of die cutting in this one, but it means you don't have to do the cutting yourself. Oh, look, and there's the pocket again. Actually, I've got a feeling this is around the other way. This actually goes, 2 sets, moving it around. Not that it really matters, it will go both ways, but that's the way I think that it is meant to go. Okay, so that's layout 3 and 4, and I will do the handouts for that for anyone that buys the paper and sticker sheet or the scrapbook layout. And just bringing over the paper pack so you can see, now this is the B side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure what, then the other 2 sheets are the die cuts. So just coming in so you can see those up closer. So that's in the scrapbook layout. This one's in the scrapbook layout as a green. This, and this are not in the scrapbook layout. The scrapbook kit, workshop kit, but you get alternatives for some of those. Okay, so I just wanted to point out the differences and how I've produced these workshop kits or these layouts. I haven't yet designed a workshop kit. A kit that you could get as a gift. That'll be in April, so I've got a bit of time for that. The other thing that I did on here, I'll hold it up this way. Can you see the green there has a texture on it? That's from I think it's called So Swirly. I did it on this one. Can't see it as much on that one without the light being in the right position. That's an embossing folder. I'm doing that a bit lately. I think I've got it right here. Let me have a look. No, there it is. So that's an embossing folder. I'm pretty sure it's called So Swirly. And I think it came out to go with the Ocean Friends one. And I've seen this just on a card. I'm going to have to put it down to show you. They've basically done this in a couple of different colours and then cut along the swirl and then layered them back over. So I'm thinking of doing that in a layout. But I am tending to, these days, quite often, with my cardstock, if there's a plain cardstock on the page, then just running it through the embossing folders because there's so many choices. Okay, so that's it for today. It is 9:30 and I'm heading off to see a couple of customers or customer and a team member. It's a bit cooler today, so I feel like I can leave the house. Okay, hope you have a good weekend. I keep planning on doing some crafting. I've done all my handouts, done a lot of my other commitments. Still got some admin to do, but I plan on doing some crafting. I hope you do too this weekend. It is finally cool enough. Going to be quite a lot cooler this weekend. Hope you're planning a good one, and happy Valentine's Day for all those who don't get a Valentine wish from anyone else. Okay, bye for now.